Morning children. Hope you are all safe and fine at home. So today we are going to see a new poem. Poem is from Unit 3, The Shed. Okay. So it is written by Franklin. He's a famous poet. And this poem is a narrative poem. Okay, narrative poem means we'll feel like it is a story, not as a poem. Okay. So here the child is the narrator. So he is describing about the shed which is being located at the bottom of the garden. Okay, so when he is looking from the house, he could see the shed there. Okay, so before moving to the poem, in most of your houses will be having the shed, isn't it? What is the purpose of shed? Yes, shed is used for storing something, isn't it? Mostly, many people will be having cows in their shed. Cow shed will be there. But some may be using it for other purposes and all. So you'll be keeping the tools or maybe using it for some other purposes. And we will know if you are not using it for if it for daily purpose and all, what will happen? Yeah, spiders we can see on the doors and in the corners and all you can see, isn't it? So here this poem is also telling something about that. Okay, so we are going to see what is a poem. Okay. What is the content of the poem we are going to see. So let's go to the poem. Okay. So along with me, you also need to read. Okay, children. So let's go to the poem.
The shed. There is a shed at the bottom of our garden, with a spider's web hanging across the door. The hinges are rusty and creak in the wind. When I am in bed, I lie and I listen. I will open the door one day. There is a dusty old window around at the side with 3 cracked panes of glass. I often think there is someone staring at me. Each time that I pass, I will peep through that window one day. My brother says there is a ghost in the shed who hides under the rotten floorboards. And if I ever dare to set foot inside, he will jump out and chop off my head. But I will take a peek one day. I know that there isn't really a ghost. My brother tells lies to keep the shed for his den. There isn't anyone staring or making strange noises. And the spider has been gone from his web. Since I don't know when, I will go into that shed one day soon. But not just yet.
I hope children you have read the poem, okay, but you wouldn't have got the content, isn't it? So let's see. Okay, stanza wise, let's see the thing. Okay, so in the first stanza, it was telling about the shed which is located at the bottom of the garden, and it was also telling about the rusty hinges and all, isn't it? Rusty hinges means what? Yes, you can see in the image here. So the rusty hinges means, yeah, joints which is being got rusted. Okay, so what will happen when it is moving? The cracking sound, that creaking sound will come from that. Okay, so what it is telling, when the panes are moving, that creak sound will come from the door. Okay, so he is lying on the bed and he is hearing the voice. So that time he is attracted towards that shed and he want to know what is inside the shed. And what he could see the dusty old window around at the side of the shed and 3 cracked panes of glass. So glass pane, window pane. So glass window panes he can see on that shed, and you can see how it is broken, isn't it? So it is cracked also. So glass panes are cracked. So he is having a tendency to look through that. Okay, so he's thinking that somebody is looking through that during the night time. When he is looking at the shed, he could see that somebody is looking, staring at him. And one day his dream is to go and peep through that window. Peeping means what? Peep through means to look in a secret way. Secret way you will peep through the window, isn't it? You can see in the image. Okay, this is how you are peeping through the window. Okay, so you should not do that. Okay, it is not a good habit. You should not peep through any windows and all. But here the poet is having tendency to look through what is inside that. Why, why is having that tendency? Because his brother always tells him about a ghost in that house. So he's having that scaredness in the mind, okay, whether he's there is ghost inside that. So, and he brother also told that he is living under the rotten floorboards. Okay, so he is living rotten floorboard means wooden floor. Okay, so it is rotten, it is damaged. Okay, so you can see on the image, okay, it has been damaged. Okay, rotten floorboard is being damaged, and under that ghost is living. And when the poet get inside that shed, that ghost will come outside. Okay, this is how the brother have described. Okay, so the ghost will come outside and he will cut off his head. Okay, so this poet is so fearful to enter the shed. Okay, but he is sure that I will peek one day. He will peek one day means he will look through that. Okay, peeping, peek is same meaning of peep itself. Okay, so he will look through that one day what is inside the shed. And in the last stanza it is telling that his brother used to keep him fear, that he always used to tell him that there is ghost. Why? Because it is brother's secret place. Okay, so he is keeping something secret inside the shed. So in order to avoid this his brother poet, the small child, that is why he is imaginative, he is creating some imaginative stories and all. Okay, so the poet very well know that brother is creating some stories. So one day he will take his courage to get inside and he will look inside the shed that what is inside the shed. And he knows that after some time the spiders will move away. That time he will get inside the shed and he will see what is inside the shed. Okay, so one day, when and all he don't know, one day he will take his whole courage to go near to the shed and he will see what is inside the shed. Okay, so children, I hope you understood this poem. Okay, so it's a narrative poem. So it is very easy to understand. Even after reading the poem itself, you can understand what is the content of the poem. So children, we'll meet you in the next class. Okay, till then, bye.